Welcome to the Story Lantern, the wise old tree. Once upon a time, in a quiet little village named Greenfield, there stood a giant banyan tree near the riverbank. Its thick branches stretched wide, casting a cool, dark shade where children played hide and seek every afternoon. Birds chirped happily from their nests in its branches, and travelers, tired from long journeys, rested beneath its shade. The tree was like a silent guardian of the village, always there, always giving. Years passed, and the villagers grew busier. They began to look at the tree not as a blessing, but as a burden. "This tree takes up so much space," grumbled one man. "We could build another house here," said another. "Yes, and maybe even a market stall," added a third villager. The complaints grew louder until one day they called a woodcutter. He sharpened his axe and walked toward the banyan tree. The children who always played under the tree stared wide-eyed, unsure of what was happening. Just as the woodcutter raised his axe, an old farmer named Hari hurried forward. His voice shook, but it was filled with love and wisdom. "Stop!" he shouted. "Don't cut this tree." The villagers turned to him in surprise. "Why not?" one man asked. "It's just a tree. We need space more than shade." Hari shook his head gently. "You call it just a tree? This tree has given us shade on the hottest summer days. It has sheltered us from rainstorms. Our children laugh and play under it every day. Birds wake us with their songs because of it. Even travelers bless our village because they find comfort beneath it. And now, when the tree is old and still giving, you want to destroy it?" The crowd fell silent. They remembered the times they had rested under the banyan's shade, the times they had tied swings to its branches, and the times they had enjoyed the cool breeze it brought from the river. Slowly, the woodcutter lowered his axe. "You are right, old man," he said softly. "This tree has served us more than we ever realized." The villagers nodded in shame. From that day on, they decided to care for the banyan tree instead of cutting it down. During festivals, they decorated it with flowers and lamps. They watered its roots in summer and made sure no one ever harmed it again. The wise old tree continued to stand tall by the river, spreading its branches even wider, as if smiling at the villagers who had finally learned to value its silent love. Moral: we should never take nature or kindness for granted. Gratitude and respect for those who care for us make our lives happier and more meaningful.